this computer. Okay. These are the things that you can do in Canva, and Canva gives you suggestions on where to start. So if you wanted to create something like this, like a menu poster, you have that right here. You could click on it and then make the adjustments to that template. Same thing with Facebook posts. So if you like how this looks, you could click on this and create that as your template. And then all you have to do is just change out the wording. Okay. So Canva is really good about that. They give you a lot of good templates to choose from. So it takes that creative thought process out of your mind, right? Because that's the biggest thing I think sometimes we run into is like, I don't know what to do. I don't know where to start. Where do I get the content? Well, this takes out the creative part of it. Like, how does it look? Okay. And all you'll have to do is worry about the content. All right. So over here on the left-hand side is all your designs. Okay. That's the one below recommended for you. Now, could you get to your items simply by clicking over here? Sure, you could. But if you click this one, it's going to take you to only all your designs. Okay. So these are all my designs and I can get to any one of them here. Then, I don't know if you know this, but you have the ability to share things with other people. Okay. So these are all the things that were shared with me. Okay. So I have the ability to go in here and either make modifications or make a copy or whatever. Okay. Brand kit. Brand kit is for your branding items, your logos, your colors, your fonts. Those are your branding things. If you don't have a branding color palette right now, that's okay. You don't need one. As you develop your brand, you will start to see, I like this color, I like that color, or you'll start to use the same color over and over again because that's the color you like. So, and people will recognize you based on your brand. Okay, that's why we a lot of times will focus on branding because that's how a lot of people get recognized is by their brand. So in my brand kit, I have my EXP logos, I have my realtor logos, and then I was doing other work for other organizations, so I had different things like that in there. Okay, but you can put anything in here that you use for logos all the time. Okay, you just upload them. So click on the plus sign, upload it into this brand logo, and you're good to go. Any questions there? No? All right. Brand colors. So these are your, where you can put your brand colors in if you have brand colors. And all you have to do, if you wanted like an EXP brand color palette, or if you're with KW and you want KW color palette or whatever, you're going to come into brand colors and you're going to create your palette. So how you're going to do that is you're going to go get the color hex code from your organization. So in EXP, what you can do is you can go to brand, you can type in EXP branding. And what comes up is this brand join EXP Realty. Download logo files. This gives you your logo files. This right here is your brand guidelines. At any organization, they have brand guidelines, and in the brand guidelines, it will show you what your hex code is. So my suggestion is to go and get it and download it to your system so that you always have it. When you follow the brand guideline for any organization, they really don't have a leg to stand on when you're creating content, right? As long as you're following the brand guideline rules, such as not modifying the logo, not changing the color, you know, things like that, then you should be good to go. So if you look in here, down here, so these are all the EXP logos. I'm going to get down here to color. Okay, right down here, it's hard to see it, but I'll zoom in. Right here is the EXP blue, the orange, and then this is the black. And the black is always 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay. So what you would do is you would write it down because I can't, they created the PDF, so I can't highlight it, is write it down 19469D. Okay. And then you would type it, and then you would do the other one, F5821F, and then 0000 is the other one. So then when I go back to Canva, okay, I'm going to click on the color, the little sample square right here, and it's going to bring up this color box. Okay, right here is where I'm going to put my hex code. All right, so all I got to do is highlight, delete, and then I start typing in my color, 19469D. I hit enter, and then there's my color. Now, if I wanted to do the orange, I would do the same thing. Highlight it, delete, F5821F. And there's my second EXP color. Any questions there? Pretty simple stuff. And you can create a bunch of palettes. You don't need only one. So, you know, if you happen to leave EXP and you go to a different brokerage, you can create another palette after that. Okay. And then finally, you have your fonts over here. So you can always upload whatever font that you are using if it's not already in Canva. Canva has so many of them. I always suggest people to use those. But if you don't like any of them, or if you're, you know, you're like, oh, I want to just kind of be different, go out there and look at DaFonts is a good place. DaFonts. DaFonts is a good place to look up fonts and look up fonts. Type in, you know, block fonts or school fonts or, you know, cursive fonts. Use those terminologies and you should be able to find different types of fonts. So once you do and you download those fonts to your computer, you can then upload the fonts to Canva. So upload font will open up a file access, and then you'll go and you'll find that file, that OTF file, and then you'll just install it. If you for whatever reason, if you can't or want to know how to do it or can't figure it out, always reach out to me. I'm always happy to help people learn how to do that, because it takes a couple of times before you remember how to do it. Okay, so feel free to reach out to me and ask me questions. Oh, it might be, Michelle. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember before I paid for it, if I could upload fonts. So, okay. And then the very, very last thing with fonts is you can have your branded fonts up here. So they already have a default in here for fonts when you start up Canva. Okay. You can always come in here and change these fonts out. Even if maybe they're not your branded fonts, but they're the fonts that you always seem to navigate to. Okay. That way you're not always having to go in and changing the font name. You'll already have these fonts here and available to you. So we'll change this. We'll have this one Arial, and this one I'll change to Lotto. Actually, I'll change it to We'll change it to Gotham. All right. Okay, we just changed it to Gotham. And now when we go into our, when we go and start our new project, that body Gotham will be one of my branded fonts. All right. Yeah, that is sweet, isn't it? All right. So, oh, okay. Hold on, you guys, I got to answer this. Are you in work? I gotta give somebody something. Hang on, I'm gonna pause this for a minute so I don't resume recording. Okay, so let's get back to Canva. All right, So I've changed my branded fonts. So now when I go into my my Canvas area and I create my content, that body Gotham will be there. Content Planner. Content Planner is over here, and Canva allows you to create your content and share it to your pages. So I'm not saying that it's your personal page, it's your business page, but you're able to create content ahead of time and then share it off to your social media platform of your choice. Now, I have a question for, I think Tanya's in here. Hey, Tanya.
Hey, Sheila.
Hey, do you use this when you're sharing your content to LinkedIn?
No, it's not allowing me to. I don't know what happened, but I can't share from Canva to none of my social media platforms.
Really?
So basically, I get in and download it from my desktop and then post the link in.
Oh, okay. All right. We'll have to get together and figure out how we can get that fixed for you. All right, so you can create content here. So I could basically come in here and pick this. Okay, something that I've already done. Okay. And then pick my destination. So here's my business page. I would click that, create the post that I want, and then schedule the post. Okay. Let's see if there's a way to schedule it to LinkedIn profile, connect to LinkedIn profile. See if I could do it to LinkedIn. Oh, I got to go through all that. We'll work through it, Tanya.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. Because I'm gonna start posting mine to LinkedIn. All right. So, any questions about Content Planner?
Me too. I have the same problem with LinkedIn. So
all right. Well, maybe you know what? Maybe let me just try to do it right now, if you guys don't mind. So that way we can just kind of see what happens. I'd much prefer us to get the glitches out while we're doing it, since a lot of people want to do that. Let's just try to do that. Sign in. Okay, Canva I want to allow it. Oh. All right. All right, let's try this again. LinkedIn. And okay, so here's my LinkedIn.
Your headphone check doesn't work.
Let's mute you up. Okay. Andrew, you need to mute. Okay. And so I'm going to just write a test blog, okay? Or a test post, I mean. Testing for LinkedIn. So at 8:24, it should post. We shall see. All right. So Tanya, did it let or Beth Ellen, did it let you do this, like where it showed up here, or didn't let you do that at all?
I can't do that at all. It's saying something about I'm not connected. I don't know. I have some sort of glitch. I don't know.
Okay, so my suggestion maybe is to go into the home area on Canva, go to Content Planner, click on maybe today, and then pick a piece of content. And again, this would just be to test it out. And then schedule to, pick LinkedIn, Now, are you picking LinkedIn page or are you picking LinkedIn?
The page, LinkedIn page.
Maybe just pick LinkedIn because I didn't pick LinkedIn page.
Okay.
Try that. Okay. Is everybody good with the scheduling part and connecting that? Beth Ellen, did you get that?
Yes, I'm good.
Okay. All right. Okay. Moving on. So the next thing on the left-hand side is all folders. So this is where you can create a bunch of folders for your work. So if you're doing a listing, or if you're creating a listing presentation, or you're creating buyer presentation, or you're creating anything, and you want to keep all your particular things together, okay, you can create a folder for that and keep everything organized. Okay. Any questions about what I've gone through already? No? Okay. So we are going to move on.
Yes, I
Okay.
have one. Okay. This is where I was kind of trying to figure out how to put my content and name it so it's organized. So all your folders. How do I do that? Because I'm constantly in your all your designs. So I've got all my designs in front of me. Do I just pull them over to? How do I do that? Or do I just go here?
So when you go back to all your designs, this three
Uh-huh.
dots up here,
Uh-huh.
you can move them to a folder.
Oh, all right.
So
Nice.
after you create the design is when you can go and move it to a particular folder.
Okay.
That
And
makes
then it won't show up in all my designs anymore, or it will still show up there. But
I'm pretty sure it'll still show up in all your designs.
okay. All right. Cool.
Okay.
That helps me. Thank
All
you.
right. Wonderful. Any other questions? Okay. If you look over here to the right of home, you have templates and features and learn. Okay. If you have the pro version, I'm pretty sure this learn is available to you. I don't know that it's available to you in the free version. Okay. But I always recommend checking this out. This has really good tutorials and they're short. They're not really long. So they're very helpful. Again, this is just like what we went through earlier when we were going through this particular page of recommended. This is just showing you the different things that you can do. And it's more in an organized fashion, like based on business or marketing or education. Okay. Now, if I wanted to go in and start making a design without using a template, or if I wanted to use a different type of template, what I could do is I can come over here to the right-hand side and I can click Create Design. Okay. Depending on what I want to do is what I'm going to type in there. So let's say I want to just do a Facebook post. So I'm going to type in Facebook. And as soon as I type in face, all these options come up for me. And basically all these are templates, a Canvas template for, hold on, I got to let Jerome in. These are Canvas templates for each item. So Facebook cover. And if you look to the right here, it's by size, 1640 by 924. Everything on the internet is by size. So Facebook posts, if you come down here to Facebook posts, all Facebook posts are 940 by 788. So whenever you're designing something to make sure that it stays in the constraints of Facebook, you're going to create a 940 by 788. Okay. Facebook covers are 1640 by 924. Okay. Those become very important when you're creating content and depending on what content for what platform. Now, Canva makes it super like you don't even need to worry about it because they already have that canvas template available to you. It's a blank template and it's the right size. All you have to do is pick the option. So if I wanted to do an Instagram, I'd start typing Insta, and these are my options. Okay, so you could see where you could do any number of things in here. YouTube, we could do LinkedIn. Okay, there's a bunch of LinkedIn
This is
stuff.
Helen.
All right, and then if you wanted to do something real estate related, you could start typing in real estate. Okay, and this gives you a bunch of options for real estate. So real estate brochures, real estate videos. Okay, so when you are beginning the process of figuring out what you want to do when you get in here, do I want to create a Facebook post? Yes. What kind of post do I want to create? Do I want it to make a video, or do I want to make a picture? Okay, so think about those things before you come in. Okay, if I wanted to make a real estate video, I would just click here. And when I do that, Canva has the right sizing for my video, and Canva has given me a bunch of templates to use. So I can basically come in here, pick this template, apply all 4 pages, and now I can start modifying it. So all I have to do is come in here and start modifying out these pages and putting in here what I want. So if I wanted to change that out to 30 days, I could, and then I would have to ungroup it because it's not grouped properly. So I'll just move that out. Okay. So you get to change all these things out based on what you're trying to do. You can change out the colors. Okay, if I wanted to change the color, all I do is click on the box, come up here to the left, and I change out the color. I wanted to make it a blue. All right, any questions there? All right, so now that you can see the different type of templates that you can do, I am gonna go back out and no, you know what? I think I'm gonna stay in here. Normally I do Facebook posts, but I think I'm gonna stay in here because I think we can learn everything we need to in here. Okay, so I'm gonna start teaching you about the icons on the left-hand side, all right? The icons on the left-hand side are going to be everything that you're going to need to update your templates. Okay. The very first one is your templates. So let's say you didn't like this one and you wanted to choose from a different one. You could scroll through here and pick out any one of these templates, even if it wasn't real estate related. Let's say you just like the color of it. Okay, you could pick it and it could be your template. But let's say we didn't want, we only wanted real estate in here, but now you can see we don't have any in here. All you have to do at any point in time in Canva is go up to that search and type in what you're looking for. So I'm looking for real estate templates. Okay, real estate, I'm on templates, real estate templates. And here is my real estate templates again. All right, any questions? No questions. Awesome. All right. We're going to go down to elements here. And Canva recently made a change, which I was like, when I first came in here, I'm like, oh my God, all my icons are gone. Canva took out a bunch of icons on the left-hand side and put them in elements. So no longer are photos by themselves or videos by themselves or audio by themselves. They are actually in elements. Okay. So you can find shapes and lines and graphics and all kinds of stuff in Elements. I would say if you can't find it anywhere else, look in Elements. All right. So if you wanted to look for a specific photo, I would click on See All. That gives you the option of seeing all the photos. And if we wanted to look for a particular photo, we could type in, let's say we wanted to find something related to kitchen. We could type in kitchen, and here is a photo of a kitchen right here and here. And then we can keep going down. Of course, it shows you these little things, but we could come over here to photos. If we wanted to sort it out just based on photos, we can come right here. If we wanted to do graphics, we could come here. And then obviously videos are here. Okay. So if we wanted to put in a video of a kitchen, all we have to do is click, hold, and drag it over. Let it snap in. And there's our kitchen. Nice, crisp, clear picture. Now, I know somebody's probably going, well, do we have copyright to those? Yes. If you have the paid version to Canva, you have the copyright to these photos and to the videos. Okay. So if you wanted a specific video, possibly of like a neighborhood, okay, you could type in neighborhood. And these are the videos of neighborhoods. Okay. So how many times have you wanted to do something and you wanted a video of like a drone flying over a neighborhood? Now you have it. Okay. Well worth the price to get Canva. I'm telling you, like there's so much you can do with it. All right. So any questions so far with that part? Photos or videos, how to put them into your Canvas area? Nothing. Okay. Wonderful. All right, so if we wanted to put in a specific animation into our gold, if we wanted to put in a specific animation into our canvas area, let's say we wanted to put a star, not a start, a star. Okay, we could do star, or we could do animated star. When you do animated star, it's going to get, it should be giving you, here they are, should be giving you stars that are animated. Okay. And so then you can put into your, I mean, obviously you're not going to do something like that on this maybe, but into your graphic, whatever your graphic is, you can put these different animations in there. Okay. So they'll run with your video. Okay. Do any one of these graphics. Doesn't have to be, you know, you can make it as fun as you want or as serious and professional as you want. All right. Any questions there? Now, I don't know if everybody's been at my animated logo class, but these animations are fantastic for if you want to do like an animation of a logo. If you have a particular logo and you want to do a certain type of animation, you can do animated circle or animated square. And you can put your animated circle around your logo. They're coming down here. Okay. So there's one. There's more down here. And I think if we go to videos, we might, no, we'd have to stay on all graphics. Right here. So go to graphics and it'll give you all your graphic animated circles. Okay, you can do the same thing with a diamond. Okay, animated diamonds. So I think you get the picture. So there's a lot of different creative things you can do with your logos. I did one where I just have a house and I have hearts just blowing up inside of it. And that's it. That's all I did to my logo. All right, back to elements. You can create the graphics, like I said, where you have a house. Okay, these are all your graphics. So you can, if you have a specific thing you're looking for, like a key or a house, a chimney, you know, different types of things, you can look in here under graphics. Oh yeah. Yep, the exploding hearts. I love the exploding hearts. All right, any questions so far? Okay, I'm going to show you shapes real quick. Not shapes, shapes. All right, and these are the different shapes that you can choose from. Now, when you see these, the ones with the gray inside, the light gray, those are ones that are colored shapes. So when you click on them, they're going to have a color to them. So you can change the color out to be whatever color you want in each of the spots. Okay. And if you play with it, you will see where each of the colors will change. All right. Anytime you see where it's just an outline, that is more like a frame. Okay. So this has no solid inside. It's simply a boxed frame. Okay. You still can change the color of the border, but on the inside, it's just transparent. Okay. Any questions? All right. The other thing that I like to show in Elements is frames. So when I type in frames, these little images come up, and you'll notice that all these images look the same. The reason that they look the same is because those are called placeholders. They're image holders. They're video holders. And a placeholder is for a video or an image. So if I were to, let's say I put this computer screen in here, okay. I'm going to bring this forward so that we can see it. Bring to front. Okay, so we have this computer screen. If I take one of my pictures, say my logo, okay, I click, hold, and drag it in there, and it plops right in there. Okay, take a picture of my son. Okay, and I can move it up and down within the constraints of that particular placeholder. Okay, so if I wanted to do something like that, I could do it like that. Same thing with like one of my listing pictures. Okay. So it's just simply a placeholder for either videos or images. This happens to just be like a just sold video. Okay. And it plays within the constraints of that. Because the video is bigger than the constraints of the placeholder, it's going to be skewed. It's going to be cut off. Okay. So you always want to make sure that you create the content like this would probably be better. Because it's made for video. And that you don't have to go in. Because it's made for a video, that's why it fits in here. Okay. See how it's a rectangle? If it's a box, it's not going to fit into a rectangle. It's like putting a square, putting a circle in a square peg, right? Or whatever, however you say that. I don't know how to say that stuff. Okay. So just remember the shapes when you're trying to put an object into a placeholder, that it may not fit exactly right because of the shape of your original image or video. I hope that makes sense to everybody. Okay. All right. Back to placeholders. So again, they're called frames. You can do just regular frames, okay? So picture frames or whatnot. So you could do something like this and put a picture inside of that if you wanted to. Like let's say I wanted to just plop a picture of my son and I just in that picture. Okay, we could go like that. And just plop us right in there. Like that. Okay, just like that. Pretty cool, huh? All right. Any questions so far? I know I feel like I'm going like super duper fast. Any questions so far? No? Okay. All right. So let me just show you while we're on elements. One question came through. Sweet. Okay. Since we are on elements, I'm just going to come in here and show you this top portion up here. Okay. So when you are working with elements, you have the ability to see these little different options up here. So effects is one of your options. Now, if you have been to my classes, you know that the one thing that I absolutely love about Canva is the background remover. And sure, you can use background removers out of other programs, but pay the $120 and you'll get a lot more than just removing your background. So what you can do is click on your image, click on the background remover. This one may not be as good. We should see. I'm hoping that it will be good. Oh, it is. It is good. So sometimes, depending on the color changes, it may not be great, but I would say probably 97% of my pictures that I do that I'm like, I don't know if it's going to do, it does it very, very well. And if you look here, the background is removed from our picture and okay. And you can see that there's no like residual white areas anywhere. So it did it really well. Okay. Again, I really, I love the feature. I think it does it super well. I used to do this with a different program and I used to go like this and be like, oh yeah, you know, like literally painting out the white part of the image. All right, so we're on the picture again, and we have the ability to come back up to effects. Now you have the ability when you're on pictures to go to these smart mockups. I'm not fond of these. You can go in and practice with these. These need time to grow on me. I don't like them yet. Same thing with these shadows. Not a fan right now. Okay. I do my shadowing a little bit differently, and I'm not going to teach it in this class. Okay. I have used out of all of these. Oh, they have frames down here. Oh, cool. I have used out of these, I have used duotone when I'm working with certain things. And that's pretty much it. I haven't, oh, they added this one. So they added this one. Oh, that's cute. This photogenic one. So I would get in here and work with these effects and see what you like, and see what you don't like. Just like like I said, they haven't grown on me yet. I'm kind of stuck in my rut, so check them out. The next thing that you have is your filters over here, and I have a feeling they're gonna probably filter this out and put it in effects because it's very similar. Okay, but you have this ability right here. Adjust. Now in here, you can adjust your settings, which includes blurring your photo. Okay, so let's say I wanted to blur my photo like this. Okay, if I wanted to make my photo kind of like have a 3D effect, okay, I could blur the photo like this, and then I could go back and I could pick that picture again. okay? And do something like that. I could even make it a little bit transparent. No, we won't make it transparent. Okay, so it just gives you an idea of what you can do to the picture. Also part of the adjusting is doing like a vignette. So if you're somebody that likes that black circle around a particular picture, I'm gonna change the blur on here. Back here. See, you can change the vignette on here. All right. Cropping, I always do cropping by double clicking. If you double click on it, you're going to get your cropping capability. Or if you want, you can just go to crop. And you can also do some flipping. So you can flip it horizontal. And if ever you needed it, you could flip it vertical. And then last but not least, you have the option to do an animation of your photo. So you can bring in a fade or breathe on your photo. There's so much going on in the background, you can't really notice it. I just want to get rid of some of this so you can see it. All right. So here's our animation of our photo. Well, I have a feeling it's not working because of my streaming ability. Let's try it again. Let's try breathe. There we go. Can you see it? See how it's moving now? Okay. So just some different things that you can do with pictures. Now you cannot do that with objects like shapes. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Any questions?
Yeah, Sheila, I guess you saw my first video. I did the text, my name and all that stuff on the bottom, and that's what moved. And that's the only thing that moved. So did I do it wrong? Because I was really meant for the picture to move, but it just.
I have to go in and look at yours and see how you did it. You may have only picked one thing to animate.
Oh, okay. That's probably what I did now. Yeah.
So I'll have to go in and look at yours. So maybe tomorrow we can do something like a Zoom or something. Or maybe do a video of what the setting is on it.
Yeah, I really like this though. I played around with it for a while. I really got to know it a little bit, and today now I know a lot more.
Good. I'm so glad. So let's go back over to mockups here. And Jerome was asking, what are you doing with mockups? Well, you didn't ask it like that, but
I went in and I played with it. You don't have to show me. I figured it out.
okay. You're good with it? Do you like it?
Yes, I do like it. I'm going to use it almost immediately.
Good, good. Yeah, Canva, if you come in here every week, or I would say at least every month, every month they'll have something new in here. So you could come back honestly to this Canva class every month and you're going to learn something new.
Yeah, that was really helpful because I was like building a course and I paid to have that mock-up done and I could have just did it myself. I could have saved money. I paid like $30-$40 for it.
Ouch.
It wasn't, but if I knew this was available, I would have saved $30-$40.
Right.
Something
What? Somebody was asking.
Sheila, this is Jenny. I'm in Los Angeles. When is your next Canva class?
I will do a class every Monday at 7 Eastern for software. So depending on the class, I can do Canva every week if everybody's comfortable with that. But I try to switch it up and do Canva and then like WeVideo and then maybe like YouTube stuff and things like that. Just because people may need different software training. So it just really kind of depends on what everybody is needing that night or what everybody would like to learn that night. So
Did
I
you
try
say
to,
7 a.m. Eastern?
I'm sorry, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard
PM.
Time.
Got it. Got it. Got it.
on
Thank
Monday. Yeah, no problem. All right. Let me see here. On the right-hand side, so I'm gonna undo this. On the right-hand side, when you have your picture selected, on the right-hand side, you see position, you see formatting, and you see transparency. Get used to this transparency one because you'll use it quite a bit when you're creating things. Especially when you're using shapes, like you can create like a square or something like that. We'll go like this and we'll create a square. Actually, we'll create a circle. And in my circle, okay, I can go like this and maybe I make my circle a little bit transparent, okay? And then it gives us that orange here, okay? I'm just showing you how you could use it. Obviously, this is not how we would with that picture, but it just shows you that you can see through that orange and it can make it orange. So you could do like even like a pink. Oops, not you. Pink. Okay. Dark. All right. Now this one next to the transparency, it looks like links. Okay. If you understand, okay, bye Jenny. I think she already left. If you do, if you know anything about graphics and PNGs and PDFs and things like that, you should know that only PDFs allow you to have links. A PNG or a JPEG are only image files. They will never be a clickable, like if you put a PNG in Facebook and let's say you set up a link in Canva. So like if I were to take this image, okay, and I put a link in this image, okay. Okay, so I'm gonna apply it. The only way that that image becomes clickable and that it will take me to that link is if I download this as a PDF. If I download this as just an image, it's just an image. There's nothing that will make it clickable. Does that make sense? Does anybody have any questions on that? So let's say you wanted to put this image in a newsletter. You definitely could put it in a newsletter. You could put it in a newsletter in Canva. So if I wanted to come back here and I wanted to do newsletter, create, and I want to do newsletter. Okay, I just want to show you what a picture will do. Okay. So I'm just going to click on this just so I have it in here. Okay. So you can make a picture clickable, but it won't be clickable if you only download the picture as a PNG or a JPEG. If I were to download this as a PDF file, okay, PDF right here, and I download it, and it's downloading now. I created a link on this picture. If I open this PDF file, this picture now becomes a clickable link. Do you see my little finger? Okay, So in my newsletter here that I could share as a PDF, this is a clickable link and it takes people to my website. Okay. Does that make sense to everyone? Now, if you were to take this and put it out on social media, you have to put it out there as a JPEG. Now, if you take and put it out there as a JPEG, this no longer becomes a clickable link because you are now taking and modifying this entire thing and creating it as an image. Does that make sense? Okay. All right. I think that we will end there. It's 8 o'clock. I don't want to hold anybody up. Does anybody have any like general questions that they want answered? I went over a lot of stuff, but it's recorded and you can go back to it. PDF or P, what do you mean, Michelle? You said PDF or PNG?
So Sheila, I have something that you could probably do in like 3 minutes that I think could maybe add value to the group.
That what?
That could probably add some value to the group, like just a quick hack.
Yeah.
Do you have that the photo that you were working on originally? The one when I popped in? Could you go back to that?
The one that I was working on originally?
Yes. I want to show people what I've been doing and what they can do. They can take what you've shown them and expand upon what they're doing and have even more content.
Awesome.
So what I'm talking about is like Sheila, she created this document and it was like selling, like it was like advertising. She's like, I think she was showcasing a house or whatever. And what you would do as an agent, and one of the reasons why I like Canva so much is because of how powerful it is. So in the upper right, there's like a duplicate feature. And what you would do is you would come in and you would design your original design. And let's say you would come up with that template. And one of the things you could do is you could start to add some real content in there instead of it just being like a sale so what I've been doing is I've been writing, like I've been going to Google and social media and I've been pulling data and statistics and I have been basically duplicating the original template that I've had and just placing really useful information into the document for the customer or the prospect just to share value and not be about all sales and how I'm such a great agent is one of the ways that I've been doing it. And I do have like a template. It's more for it's a mixture of investors and agents. And if people want to see it, I can share it with them. You can just reach out to me on Workplace. But that's one of the things I like about Canva. It's so powerful. Like you can easily duplicate and turn it and repurpose. So right here, Sheila, for example, if you would duplicate that.
So duplicate this page.
Yeah, if you could duplicate that page, right?
Yep.
So now you have where's the other page? Okay, so yeah, right.
I did a new template. So
Okay,
here's both pages right here.
okay, so now you have 2 pages, and what I would do is I would simply go find like a useful piece of information or a useful stat, and I would paste that in there to replace the text, and I would just do it over and over with a different piece of content or a different piece of information, and then I have content, several pieces of content, and it still matches like the theme or the original image that I created. You get it?
Yep. So are you saying that more from a branding perspective?
I am saying it from a more, what can you do for the customer or prospect? Can you share them something other than advertising in a way? And I don't know, let me try to see. Okay, I can't share my screen,
No,
but
I could do
uh,
share all you want.
um, I just really quickly, the
Go
reason,
ahead.
like, I'm all about duplication
Oh yeah.
and I just want to show people like kind of what I was talking about. So I'm going to do that really quickly. I was actually working in Canva before I came here. So this is a this is an advertisement that I'm running for like agents, but in Canva earlier, it's loading, it's taking a little bit, but I was creating some images for course that I created, right? And this is example here. So I came into Canva because I'm not super creative. I like to do what works. So I came in here and I went and found an article, and this was my first image. And all I simply did, I just kept duplicating this image and I replaced what I was sharing to the customer and prospect. So I have like 29 of these tips in here, and this is just something that I can share on social media that people will enjoy and appreciate as content that I share to them. And it was just simply copy and paste once you have the original template or the original document. Does that make more sense? Is that more clear?
Yeah, so I did the exact same thing. I'm rebuilding my website, and I did the same thing for my testimonial pages. So on my testimonial pages, everything on my testimonial page looks congruent. And basically what you're doing is you're setting up a branding type of image so that it looks the same the whole way down, right? Every piece that you're sharing with that person looks consistent.
Yeah, it's that as well as the value. So the content is like useful information for whoever. You understand? Versus like a testimonial is helpful, but all right, here's a tip about real estate. Here's a tip about how you can sell your house. Here's a tip about the lighting in your house. Just value-based content.
So you're talking from a content perspective.
Both.
Okay.
The branding, like you said, as well as the content. Because a lot of us as agents, we try to, hey, sell, but we also have to provide value too
Oh, sure.
with our
Yeah.
marketing. Yep.
Yeah.
So that's how you can do it really quickly, and you can keep consistency in doing that.
Perfect. Great tip. That's fantastic tip, Jerome.
And it's so easy to just press that copy button. It's so easy. Canva makes it so easy.
Yeah, yeah. And so that's a really great idea to just create that one page and change out your text. And that's the only part you're going to change out, right, Jerome? Is that text part, right? And you're going to
That's
go
the only part I change out. I'm lazy.
No, you're efficient.
Yeah.
Lazy is not a word in real estate. You're efficient.
Yeah.
Well, great tip. Thank you so much, Jerome. I appreciate
You're
that.
welcome.
A lot of
That's
people.
gold.
That is gold. It's always gold. All right, everyone. I hope everybody has a good night. What were you going to say, Tanya?
I was going to say thank you for that. Appreciate that tip.
Yeah, I do too. Jerome's always giving gold. He always gives nuggets.
Don't share with anybody outside of EXP. That's what I always say, but I don't care. I'm just joking.
No.
Thanks, Sheila. This was really helpful to pick up on that. Does mock? It's going to save me money because I have to make more, and I can do it myself now.
Good. I'm glad. All right, everyone. I appreciate you coming every week, and I will see you guys on Monday. As long as like nothing catastrophic pops up, but I'll see you on Monday. Bye.